back in early 70s, electronic keyers, solid state electronic keyers were beginning to be a thing. And there was an article in QST about what was it? The key that automatically completes dots and dashes. An iambic keyer. Well, my club in Monterey, California built those. I built one, and I had to have a paddle. So I had some parts from an old left-handed bug that I wasn't using, and I used some of those along with some machine parts from the Navy Postgraduate School machine shop and put this paddle together, and I've had it ever since. And this actually does work. It's not as good as a bencher, but it works well enough to use on the air. So recently, let's step forward in time to last, February or March when we had Winterfest. This little puppy was for sale in the club electronic stuff section, and nobody wanted it. So I picked it up. Somebody had taken the paddles that stick out of the front. It's an electronic keyer, and it had paddles once upon a time, just like the original that looks like this. It had paddles, but this one didn't have paddles. And my very good friend, David Edwards, who's sitting right here, one of our guests tonight, was kind enough to make with his 3D printer a little badge to stick through the front of it. So you can salvage little things like this that have been hacked by previous owners by customizing it a little bit. The previous owner customized it in other ways that had to be fixed. But now this is a useful keyer that works with something, a separate paddle like this one. So this particular Heathkit keyer will also work with a straight key. There's a separate jack in the back, so you can plug a straight key into it. And when you're on the air, on CW, like some of you are, you can either choose to use your paddle or your straight key. Some slow operators don't want you to use your paddle. They want you to use your straight key. And so having the capability to use either is really, really convenient.